There is a country in Europe that most governments refuse to acknowledge. It has its own president, its own passport, its own citizens, its own flag, its own laws, and it was created by a teenager. This is the Free Republic of Verdis, and it might be the most interesting place on Earth right now. Something most people don't know about borders. When Yugoslavia collapsed in the 1990s, the map of Europe had to be redrawn almost overnight. New countries appeared. Old ones disappeared. Borders were negotiated, argued over, and in some cases simply never resolved, which left something remarkable. Small pockets of land sitting between newly formed countries that nobody officially claimed. Not Croatia, not Serbia, nobody. One of those pockets sits along the Danube River, a small strip of forest. Quiet, uninhabited, technically ownerless. Under international law, unclaimed land can be claimed by anyone who gets there first and establishes a presence. So in 2019 someone did. Daniel Jackson was 14 years old when he first had the idea, not to start a business, not to start a YouTube channel, to start a country. By the time he was 15, he had already begun researching international law, border disputes. The Montevideo Convention, the legal framework that defines what actually makes a country a country. A country needs 4 things under international law: a permanent population, a defined territory, a government, and the capacity to enter into relations with other states. Daniel looked at that list and thought, I can do all of that. On the 30th of May 2019, he declared the Free Republic of Verdis an independent sovereign state. He was doing this from his bedroom in Dover, England, over 1,000 miles away from the actual territory. Here's where it gets serious. Verdis isn't a joke. It isn't a school project. It has a fully functioning government with ministers and officials. It has issued real passports to thousands of citizens worldwide. It has been covered by Fox News, NBC, The Guardian, and dozens of international outlets. It has embassies and offices in multiple countries. It has its own currency, the euro. Its own official languages, English, Croatian, and Serbian. Its own national bird, the white stork. In 2023, settlers actually went to the land and began building a physical settlement. Then Croatia showed up. Croatian authorities entered the territory, which Verdis argues was an illegal violation of international law, and detained the settlers, including journalists and government officials. Just like a real country being invaded. Because to Verdis, that's exactly what it was. Yes, you can go to the Verdis government website right now and apply for citizenship. It is reportedly the easiest citizenship pathway of any country in Europe. No residency requirement, no language test, no ancestry needed. Thousands of people from around the world already hold Verdisian passports. Now will that passport get you through customs at Heathrow? Absolutely not. No major country officially recognizes Verdis yet, but that's not really the point. The point is that a group of young people looked at a broken world, found a gap in it, and built something from nothing. A flag, a constitution, a population, a vision. Most adults spend their whole lives waiting for permission to do something meaningful. Daniel Jackson was 14 and decided to build a country instead. Verdis might never get recognized. Croatia might win. Serbia might win. International courts might shut it all down. But here's what nobody can take away. It exists. People believe in it. People hold its passport proudly. People flew across the world to stand on that land. And it was started by a teenager with a laptop and an idea that sounded absolutely insane. The world told him it was impossible. He's still building anyway. Welcome to Never Knew.